What is going on, guys? It is your boy Lucky Charlie here. Alright, guys, it is a new year. As you can see, Charlie has a new look. I wanted to do a little something different for the new year, so Charlie's doing a new look. We're gonna see how it goes. The Batman thing, I played it out since well, it was a little bit of everything, so I always changed it up every time they had a different Batman style, but like I said, I wanted to use a little bit of the materials. I got a little bit of chrome material in there, and I got a little bit of negative speed force in there, and that's about it, basically. Everybody's hating on the back in my league, but the only reason why I like this back is because it's got the 4-leaf clover in the back of it. So I thought that was just perfect for me with the Lucky Charlie. If anybody knows my one base, where it has the 4-leaf clovers and everything in it, it's like it's the lucky part of Lucky. So I wanted to do a new look, so I did a little something different, different aura, stuff like that. We'll see how it goes, and everything. But as of today, we're going to do a new video on how to make money. It's a new year, so there's new tactics to make money. And like I said, I actually got a good response from this the last time I did it. I think I got about 20,000 views on the video. So let's hopefully this does as good, if not better. I mean, because like I said, I want to say it was 8 months ago when I did that video. I can't really remember how long it's been since I did that video. So basically, I want to try to touch the last video I did was the free way of doing it. The best way to make money, the free way. Okay. Well, a lot of people are like, well, that's not the best way to make money. You can do this, this, and this. Well, I agree with you, but it costs money to do this, and I try to show everybody the best way to make money free. So basically, we're going to go through all the procedures of the best way I know how to make money on this game. Okay, the number one easiest way in the world to make money, costs you real money. It costs you money to buy stabilizers. If you go into the broker, buy like I don't know, just say you go buy 100 Amazon time capsules. Okay, and you go buy 100 keys. If you get lucky enough to get the Flaming Phoenix Feather, which is the hardest collection to get in the Phoenix material, it probably goes for 90 mil. I mean, pretty much. So that's 90 mil. If you got lucky and you bought one key and got it, it cost you $1 for a 90 mil collection. But in all realness, you probably not. Some people probably did do it. I was not that lucky. It took, I don't know, 300 time capsules for me to actually get mine legitly. And like I said, believe me, that was back in the day before all these websites, and I had a bunch of league members that worked and didn't have time to make money, so I bought PSN cards off of them. I do not do that for people I do not know. So let's go ahead and stop you real quick. I do not buy PSN cards. I don't do it. It was just something I did for my league back in the day. I don't do it anymore. They got websites now. If you want to go that route or find somebody that you trust, please do it with somebody you trust. Don't do it for some random person saying willing to buy $20 PSN cards, because 90% of the time you're probably getting scammed. All right. So the number one way we've established is time capsules. The cooler, like I said, the hottest material is usually the Phoenix material, the negative speed force, and the void. The chrome material is probably the lower out of the ones, but it's still the newer time capsule. So I don't think yeah, there's a time torn material. That's right. There is also a time torn material. I should just look at my materials and see what they are real quick, but I'm just trying to think at the top of my head, and plus it's really early in the morning, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of stuff to watch this morning. Unfortunately, I ran into an incident. I wasn't able to do all the videos that I was planning on doing, so I want to try to burn through some as quickly as possible. All right, the number two thing on the most money you can make off of doing stuff is making mods. Making sodas, okay? I think I just sold. I'm actually doing the feat for the Goons of Gotham stuff. I think the straight might mod Goons of Gotham. I was getting 5 mil a pop off of them, and those weren't even the cheapest at the time. It took a day to sell them. But see, one thing about me is I do not cut anybody. I look at the average, what everything's averaging at, and I put it at the average price. I do not care who's. Oh, this guy's selling it for this much cheaper. I have a rule of thumb: if it's a collection, I will sell it for $50 cheaper. I do not cut anybody by half. 9 times out of 10, if you're on the US PC or PlayStation server, if it has 50 at the end of it, 9 times out of 10, it's probably mine. Because I end everything in 50. I don't care if it's 99,999. I'm putting 99,950. So, like I said, mine will have 50 at the end of it. It's easier for me. That way I don't cut my other guys. I have 16 tunes on this game. I have... Let's see. I think I have eight villains, 8 heroes. Because back in the good old days... And I say it's the good old days because the money was flowing a little bit better and the community was a little bit nicer, and everybody helped each other a little bit better. But back in the day, we actually had a villain broker and a hero broker. So when they combined it, like I said, when we combined the servers, money started going down a whole lot more because you had more people in the brokers. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I was sneezing. Alright, so the number 2 way to make money in this game we've already established is making mods, like the highest mod you can make. A lot of people don't have time. I mean, like I said, if you got the time to sit there and run everything every day, you're going to end up with a bunch of those essence. What is it? The Vindictive Essence, I think, is the biggest one right now. So you have time to break that stuff down and get the materials and all that stuff, and you should have plenty of marks of triumph to get the essence purifiers. If not, you can buy some in the broker. And a lot of people don't have time to, like, I got a lot of league mates that work 12 hours a day. They play this game for 3. When they have to mod their gear, they don't have time to actually sit there and run the content, break it all down, so it's easier for them just to buy the mod straight up out of the broker. Me personally, I sell straight might for one reason only. Everybody always needs straight might. And straight might usually, like I said, I just sold one yesterday for 5 mil. All my stuff's modded, so every time I get enough, I always put a straight might on there for. And like I said, if it's actually listed more than 5 mil, I put more than 5 mil on it. But usually, it averages anywhere from 5 to 4 mil. And I don't go that low because it takes a lot of time and effort to actually to get those essence, the Vindictive Essence. 5 mil is good enough for me, so that's basically what I do. All right, the number 3 way, I believe the number 3 way is to make money in this game. New content stuff. As you're watching this, you're probably waiting on the servers to come back up today. So basically, whatever, like if there's new collections in this stuff, not the older ones, if there's new collections in this stuff, because this content is a year old. I'm not saying you're not going to make money, because there's a lot of people that did not run this content last year. So me personally, I've already got this until I see the new feats and everything. The content's 100% done for me, because that stuff is actually in your seasonals. But there's a blue lantern, the blue misted aura. If y'all see in your styles, how do you get the blue mist aura? Why did I go to episodes? It comes out of the anniversary. I don't know if it's actually in here. Yeah, I think it's actually in your styles. There's a blue mist aura for the blue lantern mist aura. It actually comes off of collections off of the Andy monitor at the end. There's either there was last year there was 2 collections. It was either a party hat or a blue lantern collection that you got. And yeah, I think that was the only 2 you could get. And Off the top of my head, I can't really. I want to say you got marks for the party hats. I can't really remember off the top of my head right now. And the Blue Lantern collections, I want to say it was the Relics of the Blue or something like that. Those gave you the Blue Missadora. I'm sure they'll have new collections in this new stuff. I really don't know until I actually see it. I've not had time to actually watch some of my favorite YouTubers, like Belkin. Belkin always does tests. What is it? Eddie, he does test stuff. I always like watching these things. Unfortunately, I think Eddie's actually slowing down DC a little bit. So to actually go off and do other things, and I wish him best. But he was like one of my, like I said, I'm a YouTuber. I have my favorite YouTubers too. So like I said, Eddie is one of my favorite YouTubers, and so is Belkin. So those are my two favorite YouTubers. I always like watching those guys because of the simple fact they tell you what's going on in tests. Unfortunately, I think I've seen Belkin did a video just kind of showing you the base items. I think that's all I got to see from him out of this anniversary. I will be testing probably in the. I'm actually gonna get all the stuff I need to do, and I'm actually gonna start testing a little bit and try to give y'all some info and try to record some stuff for you guys and start testing a little bit. But back to the point on making money. I'm sorry I rambled on a little bit. New content, any new DLC always has a new time capsule. Okay. Basically, what this is, if you have new content, new time capsules. So basically, what you're doing is when you're opening up time capsules, I don't care who you are. There's always people that want that feat and don't really care how much money it is because they got plenty of it. And they would rather, instead of spending their real money, they'd rather spend DCO cash to get the feat done. So me personally, when I actually open up these time capsules on the first couple of days, like the first, really, it's really just the first day. The very first day is the max money you'll ever get for this stuff. It will start drastically going down as people, because usually I want to say most episodes come out Wednesday. So you have Wednesday and Thursday. Most people get paid on Friday. So, you know what I'm saying? So really, you got like really 2 days to really sell stuff. So really the first 2 days really are probably the best days to open time capsules and maximize your money. But no matter what, time capsules are always the best way to make money. Quick, fast way. But also new content. You have new collections in this new content. You have rare stuff like the Man Bat trinket came out of Amusement Mile. You had OP collections that come out of the new content. Those always go high at the very beginning until everybody gets the feat to actually get their own OP collections. And like I said, 9 times out, and most of the time, there's a time capsule, so you really want to go ahead and get that gear to pop that 50-point feat from the time capsule. That way you can immediately start getting OP collections, because all you got to do is wear that new time capsule set, all 8 pieces at one time. You pop a 10-point feat, you start getting OP collections out of the new content. So that's the number 3 thing is new content on how to make money. And the reason why it's number 3 because you actually do make a good bit of money on that. But the only problem is the collections are good. Like like if it's an open world, the collections are good for like maybe a day. But like I said, the OP collections until everybody starts getting because like I said, most people get the time capsule gear before they do the actual gear that actually takes the marks to do. So the OP collections are always going to be big money makers because everybody needs them to get the OP head or OP hands or whatever's OP at the time. So that's the number 3 thing. Number 4 thing. I said it in the best way to make money for free. Well, what I didn't say, I just said the best way to make money in 2017. And it is true to this day. Collections and base items is the number 4 thing. The base items are, when I say base items, I'm talking about base items in your feats. Let's see, go to where the base is at. It used to be down. Okay, it's right here. These base items right here: occult, shabby, dynasty, playhouse, mystical. The prehistorics, which those actually come out of the lock boxes. You know, all this stuff, like the anti-monitor stuff. All this was for feats and your base item stuff. So, but the original base items, whenever it was, it came out of home turf. These right here, these are like Dynasty. There's some really good expensive collections in there. Playhouse, there's a couple of expensive there. I think there's 3 or 4 expensive pieces in Mystical. The rest of these, well, like I said, these base items will be pretty cheap. The Staros, I'm not going to lie to you, I made a killing on the Staro collections last year, but I actually held on to them long enough to actually make money off of them. I think most of those I ended up getting like a mil a piece for. But like I said, it took me holding on to that stuff for like 6 months to get that kind of money, or 8 months. I can't even remember exactly how long it was, but I made a grip off of it. But like I said, most people aren't going to do that. I'm not suggesting to do that, because you might, I mean, if everybody starts doing that, you're not going to make any money at all from it. I just know a handful of people that do it. I'm one of them. And like I said, I have plenty of tunes I don't play with. This is the only character I play with. My other characters, basically I sell with them to make money to buy stuff to complete Charlie's feats. Sorry, I had a cough drop in my mouth. Hold on one second, guys. Alright. Excuse me. When it comes to the collections out in the open world, you have to do your homework. You have to know what's rare in this game. I'm not, the last video I gave examples. I'm not going to do it this time. All I can tell you is research the broker. If you really truly want to make money in this game, research a broker. Okay, go to the broker. Go collection price descending. I can tell you what the #1 collection is. If there's one in there, it's complex crime scene riddle collection, I believe. Actually, I'll just show it real quick if it's on there. Always go to collection, turn the green light off, go price descending. That's the highest price in the broker, okay? And that is actually Jokes versus Riddle for the OP hands. It's uber rare. Like I said, there's one listed in the broker, and I'm on the US server, okay? It's 150 mil, okay? The next one on here is Bloody Knife, and I believe that's Tokens of Sin. Okay, I don't believe there's even another one on here. I believe that's where I want to say Bloody Knife was either for this time capsule. It was either for an aura or material. I can't remember all Tokens of Sin. Actually, I think that was probably for the wings. I don't even know. It's been so long. I've run through those collections so much. It's so quick. But like I said, guys, do your homework. It's so easy to go and research a collection on this game. All you gotta do is see, okay, where does complex crime scene riddle, where does it come out of? Okay, it comes out of the amusement mile stuff. Okay, well the chances are, it probably, since it's so rare, the chances are, I'm sure I know somebody's going to tell me this, just is in my head. I did not get one. I actually bought it in the broker for 150 mil to get my OP hands. I want to say it came out of Zoo Elite, is what I'm thinking. Probably along with the man back trinket, because I think if you can find one, they go about 300 mil. So I would think Zoo Elite would be what that comes out of. I'm sure you can probably get it out of Zoo. Like I said, it's a rare drop. There's no wrong answer on where this rare stuff comes out of. I actually talked to a guy. He said when this first came out, you could get out. He got one out of the alert. One of his league mates got it out of the duo, or I'm sorry, not out of the duo, out of the raid. And somebody said the complex crime scene riddle thing, he got that out of the duo. So, like I said, and one thing is always true to this day: New content comes out the first week. The first week it's out, you call it candy drop week, because that first week they want you to spend as many replay badges on that crap, so they'll drop a lot of good stuff that'll end up being rare later on. So, like I said, I've not seen anything ever be different. We've always had a candy drop week whenever it first comes out, and then after that first week, they up the rarity on it. Okay. So basically, you want your CR to be up to be ready to do the new content. That way, you can get these candy drops. That way, you do buy the gear to complete whatever time capsule gear it is. That way, you do get those candy drop OP collections. Hopefully, you can get a couple of them. That way, you know, you don't ever want to sell anything on the first week. You want to hold on to it to the next week. Whenever, you know, all this other stuff people are cutting each other left and right, and the rarity goes up a little bit. That way, you actually know exactly how much that stuff goes for. I mean, you will make a ton of money that first week, but you probably ended up cutting somebody so bad it ended up being $5 million. Next week, it sells for 20. You know what I'm saying? So, because it's a candy drop week, everybody gets a lot of the good stuff. So, and like I said, in the open world, guys, you want to do your homework on what's rare in the open world. Every collection has a rarity. Every collection has a rare collection, okay? Like, I'll tell you an example that when it doesn't call, it's a rare collection, but you won't get crap for it. Like the matchbooks. The rare collection out of the matchbooks is, I can't even think of it. Daily Planet matchbook. That is the rarest collection in that one. It probably averages anywhere from 30 to 150,000. There are other collections that go for $2 million, and this stuff has been out here these collections have been out here since day one of this game being out. And you know, the funny thing is, a lot of people don't understand, but like, there's a collection that you complete. It's a very expensive collection. It gives you a hoodie, and you're like, what? Why is this collection so much? It gave me a hoodie, but there's actually there's a set of collections you have to do for that collection to get, like, maybe the plant head or something for a style, and that's why that collection was so expensive. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to drop any names of any of these collections. Do your homework. I will tell you how, like I said, find out what's the rare one. If I sit here and say, this is rare, this is rare, this is rare, 2,000 people look at this video, that means 2,000 people are going to research that one collection. That rarity factor just dropped because everybody's searching for that crap everywhere. It happened in my last video, and everybody was, oh, that collection wasn't worth that much. It's only worth this much. Yeah, because 1,000 people went and looked at that video and went and researched it and went and looked for it. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's rare because there's not a lot of people out in that area, and probably 2 people a day get that collection. That's why it's rare, because nobody goes out there and farms that area. And I do think those collections do drop a little more now than what they did back in the day. Because, like, these collections I'm talking about that are rare, back in the day, they used to go for 80 mil. I mean, there was nothing like to make 100 mil back in the day, because of the simple fact everything was worth 80 mil back in the day, because everybody needed this stuff. Most of the people that's been on this game as long as I have pretty much have all those collections, so don't really care about those collections anymore. So that's the reason why some of the stuff, like everybody said, oh, back in the good old days that cost this much money. Yeah, but everybody's already bought that collection, so you made your money off of that. That's why that $80 million collection went down to like 1.5, because of the simple fact there's not a whole lot of people that need that collection anymore, and the ones that do need that collection ain't going to pay 80 mil for it. So, you know, you have to roll with it, with the times, basically. So, like I said, you always want to still pick up Exo-bytes to make mods. Not everybody's opening up time capsules. Plus, there's a gathering feat for picking up Exo-bytes. The Exo-bytes themselves, or Exo-bits themselves, aren't worth anything, because You open a time capsule nowadays, you probably get about one time capsule. You probably get like 16 freaking. I think anywhere from 8 to 16 exo-bytes off of them. So that's why they're so cheap. They used to be, like I said, back in the good old days, and I'm putting air quotes up in the air. You know, a stack of red exo-bytes bits used to be 7 mil for a stack of 16. You know, that was back in the day when everybody needed stuff. You know what I'm saying? They've dumbed this game down so much because so many people complained about the grind, that they made it easier for you guys, and you know, making it easier for people to get stuff tends to drop the prices on a lot of stuff. So, like I said, if you really want to make money on this game, you better be spending real money. Like I said, you could try these websites that I'm sure if I go right now, I guarantee you there's one right there, www.mmoose.com sell, cheap gold. Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't trust these sites. I would not. I mean, all they're doing is sitting here spamming the chat over and over and over and over. I'm sorry. I mean, let's see. Everything in this chat is, let's see, everyone on every one of them is one besides one guy shouting for 303 right now. Every one of them is somebody selling cheap gold for X amount of money. Okay? Back in the day when we actually had people that actually sit here and watch the stuff, this stuff didn't happen. But like I said, I mean, I'm not saying this game is dying, but there's a lot of effort on, like, there's no more moderators in this game anymore where they could eliminate these people off the chat, stuff like that. And everything. So, like I said, you get little stuff like this now on here. Me personally, I do not use these people. I do not condone. Like, I do not say, "Oh, these guys are legit," because I don't know. If they are legit, hey, you got bigger balls than me. I'm just gonna say it straight up. You got bigger balls than me, because I'm not giving some website some money to give me Dcuo cash that I'm assuming they bought them off of players or something. I don't even know how they got the cash. Actually, I think I do remember. I think I remember them trying to buy Dcuo cash for money. So, but like I said, me personally, I don't use these websites. I don't recommend using these websites. If you wanted to sell PSN cards, make sure if you're buying a $20 PSN card, I'm sorry, if it's me, I do it dollar for dollar. I understand that these people are giving you 10 mil for $6. Good for you. Go ahead and spend that $5.50 and get that 10 mil. Because, like I said, that's 50 cents on the dollar. Yeah, I work too hard for my money, so yeah, I'm not doing that. But like I said, do not hit me up trying to sell me a PSN card, because if I don't know you, I don't deal with you. I only do that for personal friends and league mates that actually work and don't have time to sell stuff. So I don't buy PSN cards. I don't do none of that stuff. I don't buy PSN cards. I don't sell PSN cards. So please do not. Oh, dude, let me give you a $20 PSN for 20 mil. I don't do that. Okay? Unless I play with you and I know you for a long time, this, that, and another, I don't deal with you, because of the simple fact it's just too hard and too much of a hassle to have to go through. Well, I don't know you. Well, I need the card number. Well, I need the money first. Yeah, I don't do that. I deal with people I trust, people I know. That way I know the deal's going to get done. There's no questions asked. Boom, it's over with. So, like I said, but like I said, if you know people that actually do sell, make pretty good money, that's actually a good way to do it. I mean, if you can get somebody to do 50 cents on a dollar, good for you. If you want to sell your replays, me personally, I wouldn't sell replays for 2 mil, a raid reset for 2 mil, because like I said, everything to me is dollar for dollar. If you go a raid 87 replay badges, let's see, I don't know what the replay, let's see, I don't even know if this will record as I'm pulling this up, but we'll see real quick if it'll pull up real quick while I'm in the marketplace. I think it does. Alright, so let's look at this real quick. Me personally, I do everything dollar for dollar. So if you go and let's just see, hold on, that's not, yeah, that's it. Replay badges. Okay, so basically for one raid reset, you're basically paying $4.50. So that's basically $5. Okay, and let's see, 87 and 87. So you're not even getting two raid resets for that. It's costing you $5. Okay, so you're getting one raid reset and you're getting 2 mil for it. I'm sorry, that's just bad business to me. I wouldn't do it. I'm not saying if you do sell them at 2 mil, hey, if you're happy with making 2 mil, hey, go ahead, sell it. Me personally, I do everything dollar for dollar. So like I said, if you want to raid reset, it costs me $5. You're gonna pay 5 mil for it. Plain and simple. Nobody sells it for 5 mil, so I don't give people raid resets. So I'm just saying that's the way I do it. I have a logic to this. It may be an old school way of thinking, and I will do a video pretty soon about old school versus new school. The way the old school players think about, I guess, the way the new school players think. We're gonna have a little debate over here. So just keep looking for that video. I've rambled on for a very long time, guys, but that is honestly the best way in this game to make money. Number one, we'll recap again. Number one is time capsules. Okay. Number two is making mods, making sodas. The newer the mod, the better the money. Number three is new content. New content, you get candy drops, this, that, and another. So you're going to get new content. You also, with that new content, you're going to get a new time capsule. As soon as you get all the gear for that new time capsule, it's basically going to give you a 10-point feat where you can start getting the OP collections. If you don't know what the OP collections are, basically, if you look in all the episodes, there's a 10-point feat for wearing 8 pieces of one piece of gear that gives you this favor points or whatever. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. The accordion fighter stuff was called Divine Favor. That was the name of the feat. It gave you 8 Divine Divine Favor points. It's just off the top of my head. All of them had different names. Like I think this new one was Syndicated Sense was the name of the feat, if I'm not mistaken. So as soon as you get that gear on, you start getting the gold OP collections for the OP hands, whole OP head. The quicker you get those collections, the bigger the money you make. Okay. The last and not least thing is going out in the open worlds and picking up collections, running older content to get the older base items to actually make money that way. Like I said, if it's got a feat involved in it, 9 times out of 10, it's got good money in it. All collections in the open world have a rarity. I say do your homework, figure out what they are, because I promise you I'm not going to tell you, because of the simple fact, as soon as I tell somebody what it is, it's, oh, that's not worth that much, because it happened in my last video. So that is honestly by far the best way to make money in this game. If anybody else can tell me differently, please let me know, because I don't know it, and I make tons of money all the time on this game. I probably make about 10 mil a day on each character I have. So you say 10 mil a day times 16 characters. That's basically, if I sit there and ran all my characters all the time, which I don't do. I run about 5 of my characters actually sell for me. That actually covers everything on the map. So in Charlie, basically what I sell on Charlie is stuff that I get from content that I need to run. So alright guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry I rambled so much, but I had to put a little emotion to it, give you more of an understanding why this is like it is. Guys, please leave a like to let me know you enjoyed the content. And guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.